Hey guys, what's up? Zags here. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager. Last time out wasn't too bad. Vial actually put in a really good performance to get his first points of the season and his first points ever in his career, because even though he's an incredible driver, that was his first points in his third ever race, which is strange considering he's 28 years old. So yeah, that's pretty strange, but nonetheless, I guess most teams might not be able to afford him. So Kenjiro's going to give us a bit of money. Siriko's going to go out there and hopefully do a good job. So let's have a quick look here. So Singapore, so lots of downforce looks like the way to go here from my notes from previous times. 60% handling, which is about where it's at right now. And acceleration just down a little bit like so. Good stuff. I think we're actually going to use the mediums. That's the tyre we want to do good on. We know now not to skip practice because that last time wasn't very good. So, where does that want to go? Handling 60%. Okay, so like that. Downforce, like so. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Medium tyres, good. Let's take practice. Don't do that silly stuff that we did last time. Probably could have got better traits if we hadn't messed around with that last time. So let's just have to go out there, do as many laps as possible, and hopefully just get these traits sorted. So let's go. Medium tyres, obviously it's a high degradation track. I should update you guys on one thing that happened between the last episode ending and me recording this one, is that actually there was a vote, a politics vote, and the strange thing it was for two tyre compounds for each race weekend, two dry race, because currently now we can have a look, or actually no, you can't look right here, but basically you get three sets of tyre, or three different compounds: super softs, softs and mediums, for example, in this Grand Prix right now. And if this rule was put in place, it means that there's only be two, and I assume it'll mean that the softest compound would not be much use, would probably be taken out. So that's going to be an interesting rule for next season. It went through. I used all my votes to make it go through because apparently the FIA or whatever, the peeps told me that was going to be the best one for me to go for. It said it was going to really benefit us. So I thought if it's going to really benefit us, we might as well go and do it. So I'm going to leave these guys out for a bit longer. I know the setups aren't quite right, but it's never a great time unless we get the errors, all that sort of stuff set up straight perfect right away. It's very tough to get level 3 here, which is a bit gutting. It would be nice to have got level 3, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Right, here then go. Righty then go? What am I talking about? Righty then, guys, is what I was meant to say. Where's this going to all end up? I mean, I think I'm going to bring them in. Because otherwise we're not going to get this setup perfect, and we want to try and get this setup. I mean, Surikov's actually quite liking his setup. We'll see what he says when he comes into pit lane. Good, okay. So I think they want more top end speed is generally the consensus from what I saw. Great, which is good, and probably a bit less understeer. So let's try that. 85 optimal balance probably means that doesn't need to be so much then, like that. Let's set the mediums. Let's go. Good, great. Okay, so I think a little bit less downforce possibly, and a bit less downforce, bit more top end speed. Let's see what they say about that. 4 laps, yeah, that's going to be enough, isn't it? Right, let's go. Try and get level 3. I think it's going to be a bit too late. We'll definitely get level 2, but it's not good enough, guys. It's such a short session in comparison to my Ferrari career mode, where you can pretty much max out all of them, but you can't even max out one in this, which is just a massive difference. So now we're going to send them out in the mediums and send them out on some rich fuel mixture and pushing like crazy. So this hopefully will show us a little bit more realistically how we're going to do this weekend. It looks like we're quite far off right now. We've got the... what's the grey? Is that... that's not the... I know the orange is the Van Dort. I can't remember which one is the grey, with Carl and Cruz in their team. And let's have a look at the data center. Actually, it will be able to tell us. Oh, it's Windsor. Okay, they've changed their livery color maybe. Okay, we're going to get level 2. Both of them are just going to hit level 2 right now, which is good. Race trim and the medium tires, but I don't think we've got enough time in the session, unfortunately, to go ahead and get level 3 for those mediums and the race trim, which is obviously going to be a bit gutting for us, but that's what we get for not being out the track long enough. So Sura goes up to P3, Kenjiro into P6, and obviously Kenjiro's on I think a pay driver, maybe not actually. Is Kenjiro a pay driver? I think he is. Yeah, because we had Massuril, didn't we? Who actually, no, maybe Kenjiro was just our reserve driver anyway. Maybe not paid driver. I can't remember. Anyway, up to the finish line here. So it's going to be P3 and P6 by the look of it as we head across the line. Good stuff. Johnson is going to be leading this one by a country mile as he crosses the line. 1.2 seconds ahead of us and 2.3 seconds ahead of us, respectively. Did Rodriguez just go and set a bit of a better lap time? I don't think he did. Okay, so there we go. Practice. Interesting. Hopefully our setup's a little bit better here, but it's raining. Okay, great. It's not exactly what we needed. Medium tyres. Probably not going to use those in qualifying. So it doesn't look like qualifying is going to go very good for us here, guys. Okay, so great on all of them, which is good. The simulate session is such a quick session here. Hopefully we can jump. Oh, maybe. Oh, they went out on split strategy here. This could be a gutting one. Okay, so it's gone to dry. Hopefully they're going to get out there on the dry tyres. They're going to get a lap time in. Yes, 5th and 7th, good. So, big names. Flores dropping out there. Rodriguez dropping out. Nubia dropping out. Okay, so some big casualties. It's probably part of the reason why we're up there. And we're ahead of Team Dragon, which is important. My personal pride. So, a lot of the people that didn't get through actually went out on the... You know, Rodriguez's best time for Ferrari was on the wets. Vidal as well was on the inters. Oh, Vidal's actually another one, isn't he? Vidal's another one. We talked about it in the last couple of episodes about people that have, people like real people in real life that are still in the game, and I think they're the only couple. So there we go, super softs. I mean, how long have we got? Is this a 13-lap race again, or is every single race? That's 18 laps. This one, okay. I think we're going to do two medium stints here, to be perfectly honest. Otherwise, we're going to just... it's not worth starting on inters. Maybe someone will, but I don't think it'll be beneficial. Okay, starting the mediums, I mean, we're trying to basically avoid having to do an extra pit stop here. That's our aim. So it's just whether we can have a good enough race here to do so, or a good enough start. Oh, we've absolutely done there. Carl in the Williams, or the whatever it's called, has jumped us up there, and Vial down to P8, Surikov in P10. Struggling on this first lap of the race, struggling quite badly here. Hashimoto for Dragon is up into the podium positions. Good stuff from him. Not exactly what we want though, because yeah, we don't want to see our former team doing well. I mean, of course, we like the guys over there. De Graaf always did a good job for us, but it's just a bit annoying that they, well, at least Hashimoto didn't seem to be performing. Oh my goodness. Surikov, what are you doing? Right, so I'm going to put him on the super softs, and then I'm going to send him out to go crazy. Yeah, okay, it's damp out there, mate, but it's going to get better. Okay, great, Surikov, thank you so much, but Hashimoto's crashed. Okay. So it looks like this... Wait, they're overtaking him under the yellow flags. What? Now he's overtaking people under the yellow flags. I'm confused. Yes, a Surikov actually shouldn't lose too much here. Thank God. Is it going to be... I think we'll still try it. But to be honest, he's going through the pit lane and he might not even lose that much time. Okay, he's going to come out last, I think. Okay, it's a good pit stop, which is a good thing. I still think our pit stop team aren't very good here. Right, so we're just going to go around, saving a lot of fuel, saving a lot of tyres. This actually is going to help a lot of people out here, this safety cars. Well, actually, it's going to mix up the strategy a little bit more. Some people might risk... Shut up! Some people might risk maybe a super soft instead of a soft, considering how their strategy is going. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting one here. We don't have too many races to go, actually, do we? I mean, I keep saying that, but I think the sooner we get this season over and done with, the better, because let's be perfectly honest, it hasn't been particularly good. Getting fired, and then since we got over to this team, at least, it's not been great. So, just saying, Dragon are last and crashed out. You don't know. Right. Okay, so Surikov, hopefully, there's a big gap of cars on harder compound tyres up to Carl in 9th place. So, I'm hoping he can just absolutely go crazy and hopefully get himself back up to more or less where he was, but we'll see. De Graaf isn't going so quickly under safety car. Like, he might not even catch us up here, De Graaf. Actually, no, he's closing it at a substantial rate now. Right, so we're going to have to try and go to lap maybe 10 or so with Surikov, but we should be able to do it, to be perfectly honest. Cruising around, and yep, De Graaf has caught the look at the queue. Right, let's go then, lads. Ready to go racing once again. Come on, speed up. Good, green flag, go, go, go. So Nubia's the only person around us here on the medium tyres. Oh, okay, strange stuff. De Graaf deciding to pit just after the safety car. Don't know what's going on with him then. He must have some problem to pit twice in the first like 4 laps. So Vial, good stuff in P6, and we go down to Surikov, who's absolutely charging right now. Realistically, we only need to get him to lap 8 to make this strategy work, but we'll try and take him as long as possible. But he's absolutely flying on these super soft tyres around the outside. That's put him up into P12 now, so he's actually going to probably be ahead of where he was before. Vial is moved up to P5, P6. He's side by side with the 2 Toro Rosso cars, the Rosetto Corsa cars, and also Fox is getting involved in that battle as well. So we've got our junior team ahead of us with both cars here. That's not exactly what we want. Oh, now Vial's lost the position to Fox. But then all these guys are on super softs whilst we are on the medium. So we probably going to have to do one less stop. Possibly. Or maybe not now, actually. Considering how this is all played out. Maybe we won't. Look, I'm pushing my tyres like crazy whilst all of those aren't. Ah, it's going to be a close one here. It's going to be a close one. They're probably going to go soft. Oh, Rodriguez is going to get past us now as well. That's disappointing. Surikov's actually not that far behind Vial right now. Surikov's been absolutely flying on these tyres here. Oh, you serious? He's lost his rear wing now. Oh, you absolute moron. I couldn't react in time as well, so unfortunately, I think it should pause it once it does that. A bit more, I don't know, maybe not. That's really gutting, because Surikov had a really good comeback, and now he's got to drive through. Okay, just give up on him now. Unless there's another safety car, so we'll just save as much fuel as possible. So Vial, P7. Push like crazy, mate. Push like crazy. So these tyres will only sort of deg out about 5%, I think. So we'll pit this lap. Actually, no, we could go another lap. We'll see. And we might be able to go onto the softs. So we should see. We'll just see how quickly we're going on this lap. Keeping up with Rodriguez, keeping it about the same sort of margin. How did Surikov get rear wing damage and it's a drive-through penalty for him? I mean, that doesn't make any sense, really, to me. He might as well just go crazy and see. He's going to get a drive-through penalty at the end of this lap anyway. Okay, so we're going to pit Vial this lap, go on to some mediums, and he should be able to just push to the end, really. Speed up. Surikov's only ahead of Flores. Might actually get out ahead of Flores, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with how Vial's done here. He's done a really good job with the tyres at the right sort of time. Pit stop, hopefully come out. Okay, so we lost a couple of positions here, but I mean, oh no, no, no. Just realised it's going to go crazy wet here the last couple of laps, so let's jump it. Let's try something different. Some people have jumped early. What should I do? Should I go? One more lap with Vial, sorry. Oh, it's like what people around is going to do. Rodriguez has done it. I think we're going to go for it. We're going to just go for wets as well. This is our best chance to get a decent amount of points here, so to risk it. Go for something different. It's going to start pouring within. Oh, it's just, is it one lap too early? Oh, it's going to be a close one. Vial. Why do I keep saying Vidal? Vial's going to have lost a heap of time there, but this is going to go crazy, lads. This is going to go absolutely crazy, this race. Such a mix-up in strategies. Am I losing more time on the wets than they're losing on the dries? That's the whole thing. It's going to be a really close one. There are lots of people. I think we might have actually done the bad thing. We maybe should have stayed out one lap longer. Yeah, we're in P14. We're way behind. We lost a lot of time. Actually, some people are deciding to stay out there. Surely they've gone one lap too long now. Maybe not. I don't know. There's water on track up there. It's not really gone up. It's surely going to go up now to soaked. Still saying wet. Okay, so... maybe jump the gun a little bit in this one. Still people are out there on softs. Vial's up into P10. There we go, P9. Okay, so that's back to where we were before all this. P8. Okay, so we might have... Okay, this looks like it's been the better strategy, and Sylvander in front is going to be behind us after all this as well. And Surikov is, I think, a lap down out of all this, but just make him push like crazy, see whether he can get some sort of points out of this. I mean, if there's a couple of crashes, who knows. It is absolutely soaked. There's lightning everywhere. Okay, so P7, that's worked out a little bit better there. Some people have only made one stop, which is interesting, going straight to the wets by the look of it. They've got that good weather forecast, obviously. So he pushed Surikov like crazy, and he's probably not going to... If he beats de Graaf, that would be quite funny. P7 for Viallo, I'm pretty happy with that, considering how it all went. I didn't think we'd be seeing that. Vial's sort of keeping pace with the leader as well. Actually, he's started to catch him up a little bit, to be fair. The leader's probably just backing off because he's got a big old gap, 6 or so seconds to Johnston here in second. So, just over a lap to go. Surikov's pushing these tyres like crazy. I don't think he's going to quite get de Graaf, which hopefully won't get him a puncture. Let's just back it off right now. There's no point pushing with Surikovs that much. Vial, good stuff. He's got 5 over 5 seconds. I mean, we're catching Ribiera at a substantial rate, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Leader's going to go across the line there to win the race. And we're catching up a lot to Ribiera, but is it enough? Are we going to be able to do it? I think it's going to be a little bit too late, unfortunately, here. We've done a really good job to catch up to Ribiera, but I think it's like 1 lap too late. With maybe one more lap, we could have possibly got him there. We were catching up quite quickly, but big gutting. P7 was across the line. Surikov finished behind de Graaf, so whatever. He took off his rear wing and his front wing in the same race and still didn't finish last. So without those mistakes, possibly. I mean, 4 pit stops. I mean, if you take out the time, maybe, nah, he wouldn't have done really much better, would he? Let's be honest. And that little annoying thing there, if we hadn't pitted there, it could have all been a whole lot better. My mistake, I wasn't looking at the radar, obviously. So there we go. Let's have a look if anyone has risked any risky parts here today. Nope. Machina getting the fastest lap, still a bit behind, but Vial's up into 13th in the standings. He's doing a good job. That's probably the highest he's going to get, to be honest, but still good to see. And 25 points to gap to Dragon. It's closing in, but I think it might be a little bit too late, and we're not going to be scoring enough points to do it, unfortunately. So that is pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and yeah, we'll see you all soon for more Motorsport Manager. Remember to leave a like. Yeah, be appreciated. See you soon. Goodbye.